Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I thought we would work on this little journal today. This is the one that we're going to be making with the E-Club Kit June. So I have already kind of started measuring everything out, and I'll tell you those measurements in just a second. Right now, what I did, now you don't have to do this, but what I did in order to make my journal to where it's not like just pointed here and then sticking out like this, I went ahead and went to my center, which is 6, and I drew my little line there, but then on each side of that 6 at the 1/8 mark, I didn't draw a line. I put in a score line. So I put in a score line at 6, and then I just went on either side to the next little mark, which is 1/8 of an inch, and I did a score line there and one there. And that gives it a little bit more play in the spine, so it's not quite so gator mouth when we get everything finished. You can do that or not. They work perfect the other way. They're just a little bit more gator mouth. So that one is up to you. Then what I did, just for my own mind, not for anything else, some people can probably go straight. And if I had this way down here where I could see over the top of it, I could. But since I have to push it up in order for you guys to see, I don't really see over the top. I see at an angle. So what I did was went ahead and drew me a little line, and it's probably about, I'd say, 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Yeah, it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That way I can kind of follow my line. There again, that's not something you have to do if you can go straight. And you don't have to really go straight. This is just something that I'm doing just so it'll help me a little bit. Now the little squares that I worked out in mine, and there again, you can make your squares whatever size you want. Remember that the center is going to be covered with some fabric that's frayed, and then a focal point for the center. So you don't have to worry about going all over it with your little pieces, just unless you want to. But what I did was I went ahead and cut my pieces at 1 3/4, and then I cut them at 2 1/8. So 1 3/4 and 2 1/8. Let me change my little note here because I had 2 1/4. So 2 1/8. That way it works out pretty good when you do this. And I'm just going to lace them out here. You can get 3 across because we're going to leave a little bit of a gap between them, just like you would if you was kind of doing a mosaic or something. So this one we could put right here. So we're just leaving a little tiny gap in between them and then the edge of your page. There again, this is what I'm doing. You do you. You do not have to do this. Now, I'm thinking that I'm trying to see all of my colors here. I'm thinking I might go this direction. Just make sure I had that the right way up, but these go in every direction, so I think it doesn't matter. And put this little home, what does it say? Oh, how she loves to be home, which is absolutely right for this girl. I love being home. I worked so many years off and away from home and away from my kids and everything, and out of state most of the time, that I love being home. There's nothing better. So I'm going to take one of my sheets. I'm going to cut a piece of this green, and I'm going to cut it. I'm cutting this way. I'm going to cut it 1 3/4 and just get it as straight as possible. Remember, crafting, no perfection here. No perfection. And then I'm just going to cut that little top off where it was glued to the paper pad. And then I'm going to go at 2. Now, if yours doesn't have any lines at 1/8, all you have to do is look up here and you'll see a little mark that's a little bit longer than the others. And it's right in between the 2 and the 2 1/4. So just kind of put it as even as you can on that line and then cut it. Now, I don't have all of my little pieces cut. I wanted to show you this first just to give you an idea. And if this is something that you want to do, then fine. Also, what I am doing, because I cannot cut straight to save my life, or halfway straight even. And, you know, I used to blame it on that trimmer not having the pad. But now I actually have a little pad in there and I still can't cut it straight. So I don't think it's the trimmer. I don't think the trimmer has anything to do with it. I think it's me. So I'm going to lay that there. And then I want to put this green one here. And then I want to put another over there. Let's see what we got. I had this dark blue, but I don't want to put it, this is more like a solid, even though it's not solid. So I don't want to put another color there. So what should we do? We could do this one here, or that one even. I think that one would work. Let me cut that one out right quick and we'll see if it works. Okay, I think this one is not going to be quite tall enough, but I might make it work anyway. It's a little bit short once I cut that white off, so it's a little bit short, but I might figure out a way to make it work. I think I want to put that there anyway. And if nothing else, I can put some trim across the bottom and it'll look fine. So then we just need a couple of pieces here and here, because remember, you don't really have to do that center if you're going to be doing like I'm doing. If not, then you know, you can do whatever you want in the whole thing. Just make it all yours. So I think I'm going to cut a piece of this one. So again, I'm cutting out 1 3/4, and make sure that if you have a direction on your paper, that you're cutting the 1 3/4 with the direction of your paper. This is up, this is down. So this is 1 3/4. So 2 1/8. And then that one would go there, like that. And then we'll need just one more here, and then 2 on this side. So I'm going to cut those real quick, and we'll come back and we'll start gluing this down. Okay, this is what I've decided to do. I'm going to go that route. Now, I'm going to get some ink because I want to ink around these. And I think I'm going to go blue since this background is pink. But if you have a blue background, you might want to go pink or green or whatever. But I think I'm going to go blue. And I am just going to use this Cloud 9. I want to see yours. I want you to go over to the Facebook group and share that, what you're making. And if you make yours different, please, please, please share it, because I'd like other ideas on how to do something like this. Because I think I've got a few more of these envelopes, and I might want to make a few more of them. This is a very pretty blue that matches really well with this. So what have you guys been up to? I know it's been a few days since I have filmed. I just had to take off the weekend. Aaron's birthday party was Saturday, and then yesterday, I don't normally work on Sunday anyway, but yesterday was a hard day since it was Father's Day and all of that. I was missing my hubby and my daddy. So I just really didn't do a lot yesterday. I think I answered just a couple of questions and that was it. But then Friday, what was happening Friday? Something happened Friday that I couldn't film, and I don't even remember what it was. So I thought I better get back into filming. You guys was gonna go leave me and go somewhere else. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all know that sometimes I just have things come up and I just can't get to it. Because this is not my only venue that I do. I do quite a few, so I have to put this in where I can. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to put them down with glue stick. I was going to put them down with my matte medium, but this was going to make this a little bit wetter than what I want at this time. Now you can, if you want to set it back and let it dry quite a while. That does leave it a little bit wet until you let it dry, and then it's fine. But I think I'm just going to use glue stick. This glue stick is going to hold it without any problem. Now, another thing that I was going to tell you guys that you could do, and this is something that I would probably do on another one. I'm not going to do it on this one since I'm trying to teach you a little bit, but um, if you wanted to stitch around these, just stitch around each one and put them down, that would look so cute. That would even look more like a patchwork pattern. So that's just another idea that you can keep in your little head. Or like me, you better write it down on paper because I won't keep it in my head, that's for sure. Now I'm just going to try my best to line these up as best I can. I'm not going to worry about getting perfect because guess what? There's always bling and lace that we can cover a mistake up with. This one happened to be pretty perfect. Like I said, lace is going to cover everything. All my mistakes. Sorry if you hear a little bit of humming. I've got a fan that has started humming on me, but it's a little bit muggy in here, so I wanted to turn my fan on. Alright, let's put that one there, and then we can kind of line this one up a little bit better. And I may have to put more glue on it, since I picked it up and put it down so many times. If I need to come back with glue, what I'll do is just come back with my art glitter glue and go right in on the edges. I don't think I will, but if I do, I can do that. Okay, there we go. That's good enough for me. And then I'm going to put this one down here, and then we'll put those in the middle. That'll kind of give us something to kind of go by. It has been raining cats and dogs around here this morning. It's just finally stopped. Now, early it was just a little bit cloudy, and then it got a little bit sunny, and I thought, well, we're not going to get any rain today. And then all of a sudden we started getting all kinds of weather warnings and severe weather in your area. So I started preparing, and I thought, well, I won't get to do a video today since it's going to be severe weather. But so far, my power hasn't gone out. I live on a section of line that is very, very bad for the power going off and on, off and on. So I have to work in between. There we go. So put your corners down first, and that'll kind of guide you as to where to put your other pieces. And now it's kind of stopped raining. It looks pretty nice out there right now. I am going to go, now this one was a little, this one was a little bit short, this one. So I'm going to go by this one in order to put this piece down. And I'm not going to flatten it all the way out, because once I put this one down, it'll help guide me a little bit more. We got lots of other little pieces that we can put in here to correct any errors that we might make. And believe me, I'm sure I will make a few. But you know, even when you look at a patchwork quilt, that quilt is not always exactly perfect because it's handmade. I took this one up, I'm going to put it down again just because I feel like it needs to come up just a tad. And maybe a little bit straighter. Well, there's a delivery, but I'm sure it's not the delivery I have been waiting on. We still can't get anything delivered from Notions. We still can't get anything delivered from our warehouse. They had a fire, evidently, from one of the storms that came through the area. And the fire was in their warehouse, so they don't have any electrical. It fried their computers, all of that kind of stuff. So they're having to get everything rewired before they can, you know, go back online. They're having to get everything rewired, make sure that the, you know, wiring is not dangerous anymore. The fire marshal is, you know, he'll have to check off on everything once they get all that done. So, I mean, it's been a mess, but we're still waiting to try to get our AJ kits. Those have been sitting there for a while. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. We can't help that. And they can't help it either. It's just one of those things that happens. Okay, there's mine. And then this will be a focal point with some, probably some vintage fabric underneath. Now these are just little marks I put on here with a pencil. They're going to be covered, but I'm just going to erase them so you can kind of see. Now you can see that mine's not absolutely perfect.